Habari ma Africa, ngiyathemba niphilile nonke. Asante kwa kuthanzama King said so. Ladies and gentlemen, the January 8th statement is just around the corner. 2 days to go. And Fikile Mbalula is in the Western Cape doing the work there. He was in churches, he was seen everywhere in halls, asking the people to come and listen to the January 8th statement delivered by our president, Cyril Ramaphosa. Now, you know when Fikile Mbalula grabs the mic, he's obviously going to attack the CIC. He's going to attack Jacob Zuma or sometimes Helen Ziller. But this time around, he attacked Jacob Zuma, saying that this man had 9 years of an opportunity to change South Africa and he failed, telling the people of the Western Cape not to believe anything coming from Jacob Zuma's mouth. I also want to speak about the same Jacob Zuma who's asking prayers, because the question I want to ask, since 2025 began, can we safely say that the momentum that the MK political party had in 2024 is slowing down or has stopped? Has the MK ran out of ideas? No new signings, if we can call it that. And also, Busisiwe Mkhwebane is hitting the ground running. You know that she's working for the 2026 local elections. There's no time for playing. She's in a place called KwaNdebele. They're in Sabuswa, in Kwamhlanga, Tofontein K, mobilizing and introducing the new leadership of the MK political party in Mpumalanga. I also want to ask the question, where is Ncebo Dlamini? Guys, Ncebo Dlamini is one of those people, since the fees must fall thing, I looked at him and I said, the future of South African politics is in safe hands. If people like this can pop up in politics, South Africans, we're gonna be fine. But looks like South Africa, when you get into politics and you say the wrong things, they totally eliminate you. And I'm asking the question, where is the young man? It's good to see that the EFF have got Sihle Lonzi. He's a powerhouse there. You can see that in the future, that guy is going to carry this country well. The MK, I think they've got Ubongi Nkosikanyile, still needs to be groomed here and there, but he's also a future in South African politics. I was also invited by my girl Zizipo on TikTok, to engage the fighters about the video that I make about the comments that the CIC made of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger. And what a beautiful conversation that I had with the fighters there. I was very happy to explain to them what actually the research that I've done for that video. And I think when all things are said and done, we came out there with a good understanding of each other. I also want to speak about this picture from Robert Minor. Robert Minor drew this picture 100 years ago, 1925. Guys, this picture is a prophecy, and that prophecy is slowly coming to pass. So we really need to look at what pushed this man to draw this beautiful picture. 1925, and it's becoming true this year. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Bathi amaXhosa
The Xhosas, they say,
ihlathi losithela ngabantu.
the forest to hide.
We are
is
nothing
people.
without the people.
Asiyonto ngaphandle kwabantu.
I-ANC ayonto ngaphandle kwabantu.
Umbutho is nothing without the
I-ANC
people.
ayonto ngaphandle koThixo.
Umbutho is nothing without God.
I-ANC ayonto ngaphandle
Umbutho
komhlala.
is nothing without the
I-ANC
community.
aphandle kwento ngaphandle kwam nawe.
Without you and me,
We are nothing.
asinambutho.
I-vote is nothing
Ivota yonto
without you.
ngaphandle kwakho.
So ndiyabulela mfundisi.
So I'm grateful, Pastor.
Andinamazwi
I've got no words
ombulele.
to be grateful.
Ndizakwenza umnikelo kule
And so I'm
cawe.
here to give something to this church.
Andizutsho bubungaphi.
I will not say what it
Kodwa
is,
ndenza umnikelo.
but I want to give.
Ndithi ngalo mnikelo.
I am saying with this offering,
Qhubeka mfundisi.
continue, man of God.
Ndithe kuwe ndizawubuya kule cawe.
I said I will come back
Ndiyawazi
to this church.
umsebenzi
I
owenzayo.
know the work you do.
Uphuhla ukuphuhlisa abantu bakuthi
helping the lives of
abangathatha
people
entweni
who take from
uthathe
nothing,
le cawe uyifake kumphakathi.
taking this church into the
Thithi
community.
qhubeka ngaloo nto uyenzayo.
Continue with what you do.
Nathi wonke umntu
Even us, all of
faka
us,
isandla ecaweni.
put your hand into the church.
Ngoba ngofaka isandla
Because by
ecaweni
supporting the
wakha
church,
umphakathi.
you are building the
Ngokwakha
community.
umphakathi
By building the
wakha
community,
usizwe.
you build the nation.
Egameni lenkosi uYesu
In the name
Kristu.
of the Lord Jesus.
Ndiyabulela.
Thank you.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Ncebo. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And today we're talking about a lot of things. Let me start with that picture of 1925 by Robert Minor. Guys, how powerful is this picture? I mean, Africa is standing there, and you've got India that's standing there, and you've got China that's standing there. We know that later became the BRICS with Russia and Brazil. But how powerful that a person could, predict or prophesy that something like this would happen, that we will be looking down on the US, French, and the British for all the abuse that they've caused on the world, especially on us as Africans. The British and the US and the French people, what they have done there in the Western Africa. My God, I think the French colonized more countries than any other country here in Africa. I mean, it's crazy. I'm so happy that these drawings, and I was seeing this drawing all the time on social media, but it never clicked up until now. When I saw it, I was like, wow, we need to note this thing. The prophecy is gonna come to pass. Let me start with Fikile Mbalula. You heard him there speaking that the ANC is nothing without the voters. The ANC is nothing without the people. The problem with the ANC is that they acknowledge that they are nothing without the people, but when they get the people, then they abuse the people. Because we always say that the ANC is truly captured and infiltrated by external forces, and that is why sometimes they cannot do what the people want. They cannot give the people land. They cannot give the people free healthcare. They cannot improve the educational system and everything. We saw that even when Parliament goes through processes to establish a bill like the Bella Bill, when it was time to sign, we had to listen to AfriForum, the Solidarity Movement, and it was postponed for 3 months. Even after it was signed, it was okay, implement it, but these two clauses, can you guys work on them and all of that nonsense? But let's quickly hear what Fikile Mbalula said about Jacob Zuma when he was speaking to the ANC cadres.
South Africa. Kuthiwe into eyaziwayo ukuthi ayilunganga, couple of years to come kuthiwa ilungile. Uyabona apha eSouth Africa abantu ngoku bakhonza into ezirong. Fana nabantu bakuthi bakhonza icawe ezirong. Umuntu ahamba utya inyoka ecaweni iphila. Because unengxaki empilweni yakhe ayitya inyoka igqibe. Ngoba ukholelwa kulaa nto ukuthi le nyoka kuthiwa ngumpostoli or ngumfundisi izawundiphilisa. Uyayiqonda loo nto? Kukho abantu abebephethe apha eSouth Africa sibanikeza amandla ingomongameli bethu. Namhlanje bathi hayi bangcono. Izinto bazibona ngelinye imehlo. Kodwa besibanika amandla for 9 years behlabe enyuka. Basishiya nengxaki. Sikule bhotoro sidyubha kuyo sizama ulungisa yile ngxaki sishiyelwe ngabo. Babuye bathi kuni nibakholene. Bathi kuni jonga singanenza kangcono. Uyabona into esikuyi ngapha kwaba bantu batyinyoka andiyazi silimele. Mbalula ngoku nimazi ukuthi bemosha apha nimbonile nina selves dicho some self nimbonile nina nijike nithi hayi Mbalula ungcono but unibonisile 9 years ukuthi ndinganimosha kanjani. Niyabuya ngoku nithi hayi lo muntu angasisekanana Jani man. Uyabona lento andazi funa umthandazo. Andazi o strong okakuphi. Andazi funa amagqirha andazi aphi. Yabona amagqirha mhlawumbe aphuma ngapha kwezandawo kuthiwa ngoMongolia. Azosilungiselela lento. Jonga sisengxakini. I-ANC ihliye amandla. Funeka siwabuyise nazawubuya amaqabane. Funeka sibe nenkolelo kuthi. Ngoba le ANC yethu. So ndiyakhuthala ke maqabane singumbutho si-National Executive Committee ukuthi apha ondithini bekhokhelwa nguye nonobhala wakhe ne-RC yonke banayo into yokuzimisela emsebenzini wombutho bazimisele gqithi.
What is interesting to me also is how the people are so excited when Fikile Mbalula made an entrance. It happened at the church, but it also happened at Philippi there in Ward 80. And I was like, are they happy that the ANC is in the Western Cape? Are they happy that January 8th statement will be in the Western Cape? Or are they happy to see Fikile Mbalula? Because that excitement, it was proper excitement. Like a celebrity was stepping in. So I'm quite curious, is that are we underestimating the brand of Fikile Mbalula in the ANC? I mean, the people love him. Clearly, this is what we are seeing here. People making so much noise. I can't imagine the same noise for Gwede Mantashe, Paul Mashatile, even Panyaza Lisufi. I can't imagine the same noise for those guys. But you guys will correct me on the comment section. The angle that Fikile Mbalula has always stood since the MK party was announced in 2024, when was it? 2023. When it was announced in December the 16th. Fikile Mbalula maintained that, you guys, how can you believe this guy who had his chance to become a president? He was a president for 9 full years and he wasted our time. He could not liberate you guys. He could not do anything. So now that he is even much older, why do you guys believe it? That's the angle that the ANC is pushing. The people never actually bought to that angle because they still voted for the MK political party, but he is keeping at this angle because at least there's some people that are going to sit, but hey, Fikile's got a point, man. Zuma, because the propaganda of mainstream media has worked in many people. If you ask many South Africans who don't understand politics, who was the worst president in the history of South Africa, they're gonna think and say Jacob Zuma. Why? Because media said that. Even if you ask them, why do you say Jacob Zuma, they will say corruption, they will say all of those things, as if there is no corruption in the other administration of other presidents of the ANC. But the ANC must come up with a strategy to attack the MK political party. Unfortunately, that's the nature of politics, because the MK has took so many voters from them. They must be seen that they are, doing something to win those people back. I told you guys yesterday that the ANC got something like 19.5% in the Western Cape. They can improve. The improvement for me, it's exciting for me to see the ANC improve there, because I see that the Democratic Alliance only has 55% in the Western Cape. It's no longer a stronghold. Remember, the ANC came into the 2024 local elections at what did they come at 57%, and they dropped to 40%. So it's not an impossible thing for the ANC, the EFF, the Patriotic Alliance to drop the white party, the Democratic Alliance, in underneath 50%. I will celebrate like nobody's business. That day, when the DA no longer is in control of the Western Cape, I'll be happy, because there's some people that are going to leave that province. You know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm happy to see that we as African people, we must remember that let's pray for the January 8th statement. Let nobody die on the road. I mean, the ANC has even said this time around, because I think they've got problems with their money, to say no, they're not going to fund people traveling all over from South Africa to the Western Cape. You have to fund yourself. So we're going to see people that truly love the ANC, those who are there. I'm sure they're going to have some buses, local buses. But if you are from outside the province, it will mean that you are a serious cadre of the ANC. So drive safe, do not drink and drive, be very vigilant on the road, because the other driver can make a mistake. You need to uhlala njalo ucavile. Jacob Zuma at church, taking a knee, bowing and praying for mercy.
Bakhuluma izinto okungekho nobufakazi obuncane nje obutholakalayo. Ngibona ke lalokho ukuthi inkosi ihlale yabona ukuthi nanga umuntu kaJehova okudlala ngayo. Ake ngihambe ngiyokhuleka emzini kababa wakhe. Nginathemba ukuthi lo mkhuleko uzokwenza lukhulu. Ikakhulukazi ke ngoba sonke thina sila kwaZulu Natal, noma ngabe sikholwa kwamanye amasonto ahlukahlukene, kodwa siyahlonipha leli sonto, liyisonto lethu. Ngoba isonto elakhelwa phezu kwemiqathango yokuzama kuvikela nokukhulula umuntu omnyama. Okwamanje ukwemukela inkosi emzini kababa. Ngiyemukela ngezandla ezimhlophe. Ngiyemukela ngenhliziyo ehlambekile. Kimina lokhu ngiyenzazi noma ngimaphi ukuthi ngiyingane yayonke into eyenzeka kulesifundazwe. Njengengane yakho, njengomunye wabantu bakho, angithemba ukuthi lo mthandazo namhlanje obaluleke kangaka, kodwa inkosi yothi noma isikwayo uma ilala noma ivuka ikhumbule ukuthi ikhona lensizwa eyalwela inkululeko ukukhulula umuntu omnyama. Sengibathandazele bonke, kodwa ngiyithandazele ukuthi uNkulunkulu ayinika amandla ukuthi iphumelele kupheleke nezigaba lezi ezinkakileyo.
Every time you hear Jacob Zuma speak, especially about the ANC and especially about himself, he feels that he was wronged by the ANC. He feels like he is innocent. They attacked him, anganacala, they took him to prison and everything. That's the angle that Jacob Zuma takes. Guti aganacala at all, I might not agree with that, but the way the ANC treated Jacob Zuma, I definitely don't agree with that, and I definitely don't agree with Jacob Zuma being taken to prison. That was the biggest mistake that the ANC has done in the history of the ANC. That to take a former president and not be able to handle matters with him, you know. Zondo will never forgive Zondo and Cyril for doing what they did. I mean, many people were unalived because of what they did, those people. Over 300 people were unalived because of the July unrest. I mean, it was so unnecessary. But the question then we have to ask is, has the momentum of the MK political party slowed down, or has it stopped completely? No new signings, no new major announcement. The only announcement is, no, we have fired this person. Then we've got a new chief whip. No, this and this. Those announcements that actually confuse us, those who are following the MK political party, to say, but is there direction here? And remember, media. I see now, Julius Malema's old clips are popping out. Cyril Ramaphosa's old clips are popping out. Jacob Zuma's old clips are popping out, and I'm like, hey man, what is going on here on mainstream or on social media platforms? What is it that you are doing? And it is us, the people who are posting at Tina Bantabamyam. It is Pusha Lezintole, says Pusha. Look what Jacob Zuma said. Look what Julius Malema said. And this thing is continuously giving that fight between black people. Mina, I don't like that. I don't like that. I understand me and you don't have the same political ideology. We disagree. But hey, I've got a family, I've got other stresses that I can concentrate on than to take my energy, my full energy as an African person, to attack another African person. Stop that thing. Yeah, abantu be EFF, when they disagree with you, then they do personal attacks on the comment section. The MK people, when they disagree with you, then they do personal attacks on the comment section. Or the way Tina Bantabamnyama, aye, my friend, aye. And yazbuza ukuthi ulala ujabulile na ukuthi at least today I told them shit today. They had me on the comment section in Bali Bible. Stop it, abantu abamnyama. It's not helping us, this thing. It's not helping us. I look, like I said, I understand ideologically, socially, politically, so we have totally different understanding, and others are following the EFF, others are following the ANC, others are... Pan-Africanist is following and uniting with those that want to put black people together and help black people. Unfortunately, others will say, no, King, but those they are capitalists, those we are socialists, these ones are this, these ones are that. I understand all of those things. It's different political party, different teams, people are favoring them, like Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. They don't talk to each other and all of those things. But I'm warning against that. I'm saying, at the end, after we have done fighting Tina Bantabamnyama, the winner is going to be our colonizers, because we're going to add the ANC, the MK, and the EFF, and they will not be 50%. Just imagine if the ANC truly drops below 30-something percent and drops to 20-something%. The EFF only improves 2 to 3, 4%. The MK only improves. And when you add them, you don't get 50. What are we going to do? What are we going to do in Dlamini? But Nyazi, my warning will land on deaf ears, deaf ears, that is. But that's okay. I will continue each and every day telling you, Guti, stop fighting about Dlamini. So those who will hear me will hear me. Let's also listen to my brother Ncebo Dlamini. Oh my God, I love this man. I love this man. I love him. I wanted him to join the EFF at one point. I was like, if Ncebo can join the EFF, the EFF will be untouchable with him and Abu Floyd, Abu Julius, Dr. Ndlozi. I thought Ncebo would be a better addition. In fact, I wanted all of the people of Fees Must Fall to be in the EFF, but unfortunately it did not happen like that. Let's quickly listen to how he articulates himself.
Yeah. Anything can happen between now and 2024. The ANC can find itself. The ANC can cleanse itself. But as it stands, the ANC is infiltrated. There are a lot of people who are there who are not supposed to be there. We were told that certain people are business people. But as I'm sitting right in front of you, I can tell you that Cyril Ramaphosa is not a business person. He knows nothing about business.
What is he?
What is he? Probably he's a mascot. He's a clown. He's masquerading as a business person and as a leader. He's impersonating a leader and a president, and he's not. Rich people, billionaires, business people don't contest power. They influence power in different ways. They influence policies. Immediately when you see a so-called business person contesting a public position, then you must know that that is a puppet being used by white monopoly capital to control the anger of black people and subject black people into abject poverty while white people continue being rich. Because they'll say, yeah, but the leadership is black. This is the stooge of white people, and we are not going anywhere. And I've heard a lot of people saying he's a mafia. It is an insult to the mafia families. He's not a mafia. The real mafias know what the role of a mafia is. When you look at the mafia, they take care of the communities where they come from. They take care of the people so that the people can protect them. Who can protect and defend him? Because all of us are in abject poverty and disarray. We are suffering as a country together with the white people. There is no middle class in South Africa anymore. Education doesn't assist us in any way. We are all poor. We are just credit worth. We can't even afford to pay those debts that we accumulate every day. That's what this guy has subjected to us.
Ncebo Dlamini has got a big heart. I remember during Fees Must Fall, he was arrested for a long duration of time and he was released. And I think the likes of Bonginkosi Kanyile was still behind bars. And he walked on the highway going to the presidential office to go and submit a memorandum there of solutions of how the education sector can be improved, especially higher education and all of that. And when he was asked, why are you doing this? He said, listen, there's people that supported me when I was arrested. We all got arrested. I got out. Those people are still inside. So as they are still inside, I cannot relax. As a leader, I must continue to fight for those people. And he was asking that who was the president at that time? I think it was Jacob Zuma, to say, was it Jacob Zuma? Yeah, it was Jacob Zuma, to say, listen, give amnesty to these people that were arrested for Fees Must Fall. I think it lapsed to Cyril Ramaphosa, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure you guys will correct me on the comment section. But Ncebo is someone that we need in South African politics. You know, this young Swati man, he's a really a powerful man. And I think the EFF has got one person there who yeah, they've got quite a few, but Fikile Lonzi, the student command, is powerful, that boy. Powerful. I'm hoping that, because I said jumping from where he was to going to parliament earning over $1 million a year, it can change a person. So I've been trying to monitor him ever since he made that speech on the NPA, that powerful speech that he made. I was like, my boy, I want to see what you're gonna do in 2025 that is going to revive the spirit of youth for the EFF, because we've always said the EFF, the base of the EFF is youth. And if they lose that base because they don't have the older generation in South Africa, they need to contain that base. And he's the man that is up for that mission. Ubonginkosi Kanyile, also silenced as a young man, was not taken to parliament. I was so disappointed with the EFF, the MK political party doing that. I wanted Ubonginkosi Kanyile in parliament. You know, there's some things that he has said, like the mistakes that he has made are taking the CIC, and he was told, listen, go and ask for forgiveness and all of that. But in because in politics he still needs to be groomed a little bit more. So it was very disappointing to hear that he even refused to apologize to the CIC. But that's the video for today. You know, I would like to continuously thank everybody that's supporting the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. I appreciate it so much, guys. For the gala dinner, you guys know we're having a gala dinner on the 2nd of May. On the 3rd of May, we're having a fun day where we'll be having music and everything and going to the site where the school is being built on the 3rd of May. But on the 2nd of May, we'll be relaxing at night, a gala dinner as Africans, asking for funding to build the school. We need to do something. Indlemnyama dala sihleli sibhekile ama-politician abasize ngale ndaba ye-education. So if you want to make your booking, go to www.paseta.co.za and you'll make your bookings there. It's very easy. There's 3 lines that you're gonna click there, and you choose gala dinner, and you populate the sheet with your information and make your booking, send your proof of payment. then you get your tickets, no problem. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your Monday. I love Mondays. Mondays is my favorite day of the week because it represents new meaning, new beginning, and all of that. I love Monday. Of all the days of the week, Monday is my favorite day. I know I'm the first person you've ever heard that. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.